Hey world, it's John Pinto, your roving bon vivant, realtor, home chef, BMW enthusiast, vlogger. And yes, I am at Inglenook, my favorite venue in the entire world. And I am here with Renee Cazares. Say hi, Renee.
Hello, how are you? Where do I look?
You look fine, you look fine.
I know, but where do I look on the...
Where do you look?
Yeah.
You're looking in the right place. Just look
right,
at the phone.
Right here? Oh, the phone? Oh.
You're looking at the phone.
Okay, hello everybody.
Yeah. So the other day I was going through my Facebook and I saw that Renee Cazares' Facebook had been hijacked by people accusing her of wrongly representing herself as a Latina. And then I came to find out that she's part Sicilian, half Neapolitan, and I hijacked the conversation and made sure everybody understands that the Italians are the first Latinos. Okay,
yeah,
so
I respect the Latinx culture very much.
Yeah,
and
so
I really feel a connection.
Yeah, absolutely.
A big connection.
We're not Scottish. We're not Scottish or Irish.
My husband's Mexican, so I've been married to him for 30 years, over 30 years. Well, I married him in 1991. So
he doesn't work for Napa Ford by any chance, does he?
My husband's a chef at Sushi Mambo.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I probably know him.
Yeah, my husband speaks Japanese. His first language when he got here was Japanese. And we married after we met. I was a server, and he was a chef in San Francisco. And we got married in 1991, and after we had our 2 children, we moved to... Do I look at you?
You're good. Look at me, look at the look at the back of the phone, whatever.
Okay.
You're good. It doesn't matter.
So we moved to Napa and opened up our restaurant, and we had 1 more child after we moved here. So and then we moved to Calistoga after the earthquake.
Oh yeah. I remember when Sushi Mambo went down after the earthquake in that old building. So let's talk a little bit about Sushi Mambo. That's a good place to start. We're in Rutherford, we're at Inglenook, we're in Napa Valley. We might as well talk about Sushi Mambo. So when you moved from that bank building over on, what was it, Coombs and First?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So now you're in Calistoga.
Yes, we are.
And you're on the main drag, Lincoln Avenue?
Yes, we are. We're on the side closest to Silverado Trail. Right across from Indian Springs.
Oh yeah, near the hardware store and the train.
Absolutely.
In that
you
direction.
Got it. Yeah.
And what days are you open?
We're open 7 days. Sorry.
Yeah. 7 days?
We're open 7 days a week, yeah.
Okay, and what time do you open?
We open Monday through Friday at 11:30. We close at 8.
At 8 p.m. Very good.
And then we are open weekends from noon to 8.
Very good. So, so do you have outside seating over there?
No, we closed everything off after March.
Okay, so you have not been open.
We are not open. We completely embrace COVID.
Okay, so...
With sanitizer and masks.
Yes, I can see that. So, just for future reference, when I was talking to Scott Sedgley, who's running for mayor, current city council person at Napa, he mentioned that Napa was moving forward on parklets to provide little exterior decks that are going to take the place of certain street parking. Does Calistoga have any plans on doing that?
Yeah, sorry.
That's good. Cabernet Sauvignon is good for a cough. So you're good, especially the 2013.
It's just allergies.
Yeah, well, between the allergies and the mask and the Cabernet Sauvignon, you might cough a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't have COVID. I've taken 2 tests and I test regularly.
Very good. I don't have COVID either, but my wife tells me I'm crazy.
Well, that's enough. I think that's enough to keep my mask on.
Yes. So, okay, so you're closed for the time being, but let's talk a little...
We're closed for dining, but we're open for pickup, and we deliver to Napa. As a service only, we have only a few elderly people and people that can't make it for whatever reason, and we deliver to Napa on Tuesdays.
Are there any, so delivery on Tuesdays?
Yeah, it's just a service we provide.
So you provide, you put your order in, and on Tuesdays you have your deliverer,
Yes.
bring the sushi to Napa.
Yes.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And I'm curious with sushi. What are your more popular items?
Oh, gosh. We have things that nobody has. So we have the fungus among us, which is deep fried stuffed shiitake mushroom, stuffed with spicy tuna, right?
Oh, that's nice.
It's beautiful, and we deep fry it, and then we put this incredible, we call it mambo sauce. Some people call it mayonnaise or whatever, but we make it ourselves with sriracha, and we kind of drizzle it.
Oh, so a Sriracha Aioli.
Yes, it is.
How can that be bad?
It's so good, but it's a little spicy, and it might give you, if you eat it, you have to give your partner some too, because, you know, you don't want to have any problems.
Yes, no, we want to make sure everybody is hot tamale.
My husband brings it home to me every night.
Nice, nice, nice. And do you sell more sashimi, sushi, rolls?
We have everything. My husband's trained as an apprentice with a Japanese chef in San Francisco. He knows how to do it the right way.
Yeah, I know I have met him many times because I used to be a regular at your Napa shop when it was there before the earthquake. Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, very good, very good. So let's go on to our Neapolitan roots. So,
I'm just half, by the way. My mother is, sorry about that. You gotta keep your mask over your nose, everybody. Keep your mask over your nose. Only my mom's side.
So your mom is Neapolitan?
No, she's got...
Sicilian.
Well, they consider themselves Sicilian, okay? But where they're born wasn't always Sicily. So there's roots in Sicily, okay? So my grandfather was born in Naples. His parents, for whatever reason, traveled to Naples before they came here and had him.
Okay.
And then when my mother's other side is from Sicily, my Russo.
Okay, Russo.
Yeah, my mother's actually...
Russo, the same, like Smith.
My mother's name is actually Spanish, which is interesting because in Sicily, there's a lot of people conquering,
Well, it was the kingdom of the two Sicilies when the Bourbons were ruling everywhere from Naples to Sicily for, I think, a couple of 100 years.
Right. So my mother's often thought to be Spanish by other people because of her name. Sicilians have a lot of different roots, Greek and Spanish, and also conquered by many different people.
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, my roots on my Ancestry.com are a complete overlay to Greece in 2,500 years ago.
Yes.
500 BC.
Do you wear this?
What is that? Oh, I don't.
Malocho.
Oh, I just have my little crucifix
There
here.
we go.
I got my little crucifix,
So
for sentimental reasons. So what is that?
That's the Evil Eye Malocho.
Oh, the Malocho.
Malocho, yeah.
Yeah.
So we do this in Sicily. We have a strong roots in Greece.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the one that covers it from both ends, the hunchback on the horn.
Yes, the horn is very common. You see that a lot too.
Yes,
in southern Italy, that's probably more common.
Yeah, call me old-fashioned, but I just decided when I was in Naples, I'd get the crucifix
That covers all bases.
Well, to commemorate, my mom, we used to say the rosary every night, read the Bible every Sunday, go to confession every Saturday, go to church and communion every Sunday.
Yes.
Stations of the Cross, first Fridays, first Saturdays, don't meet on Friday.
When you light the candles on Friday.
Yeah. We even had the candles where you can put the coins in it, the electric candles. That's right.
And my mom got in trouble because she was a little girl and she was with my great-grandmother a lot. And my great-grandmother would go every Friday and light the candles, or light one candle. And my mother lit all the candles everywhere, and you had to pay money for that.
Yeah. So when you were kids, what did you eat on Fridays?
Actually, my mother gave up her culture. On Fridays, of course, you have fish. It's an old version. You don't eat meat. I'm sorry. Maybe.
Yeah. You didn't. Yeah, right. Well, we used to eat linguine and clams, anchovies sotto aceto, anchovies in white vinegar,
Yes,
and olive oil with
of course.
parsley and crushed red pepper
There
and
you go.
oregano.
Well, you can have a red pepper and black pepper together.
Octopus
I like
salad.
black pepper.
Yeah. Well, black pepper is good. My Neapolitan cousins always tap their stomach and say, "Fa male, fa male." They prefer Calabrian chili peppers.
Yes, yes, I have both. My kids like the red pepper better than the black pepper. I tend to like black pepper.
Yeah.
Especially with you know, let's see, pasta carbonara. You know.
Oh, pasta carbonara, you
Yeah.
got to have black pepper.
Yeah, so I'm a little bit stuck on
Well,
that.
as a matter of fact, black pepper goes real good with strawberries and balsamic vinegar. Black pepper goes really good with fresh ricotta. And also, creating a nexus between our Italian roots and your Japanese restaurant. One of my favorite dishes is spaghetti aglio e olio, spaghetti, olive oil, garlic, crushed red pepper, parsley, and sea urchin.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit of shiso.
Chiso, what's chiso?
Shiso is a Japanese herb.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
you put that in the
you wanna
spaghetti fruta de mare
Yes,
with the sea urchin?
yes, of course, it's really good.
And tell me about it. How do you make that?
The same as you were talking about, but I would take a little shiso. Shiso is a Japanese herb, and
Yeah.
it's
Is it green?
yes,
Is it like parsley?
no, it's in the mint category, but it's not minty at all.
No.
It's I have to bring you some.
Okay. Is it like rosemary or thyme or oregano or
More
is
like
it bright?
Basil, more like basil.
Oh, more like basil.
Yeah, the Japanese basil.
Oh, okay. Very good. Basil. Maybe we'll try some of that with some mozzarella. Make caprese with chiso. Would that work?
I think so. It's good.
How about can you do chiso?
Shiso. It's okay.
Chiso.
No, S-H-I-S-O. Shiso.
Okay. Can we make a pesto out of it with
Yes.
pine nuts and garlic and olive oil and
Yes.
shiso?
Yes.
You see, I know crap. I can combine ingredients.
You're amazing.
Very good. So part of your family is from Napoli and part of your family is from Sicily,
Yes.
and they lived in New York for a little while.
My parents moved here when I was born. So
Uh-huh.
I have only roots from New York. My whole immediate family is from Queens, New York. And my
Queens. Do you know where?
Ozone Park, of course.
Ozone
They're-
Park.
They're still there. My aunts and my cousins, 250 cousins, are still in that part of the world.
No birth control with the Italians.
No. Listen. Italians have the lowest birth rate now in
Now
the
they
world.
do. Now they
yes, and
Ozone Park. I used to hang out in Ozone Park. I used to date a girl named Mary DeLandro in South Ozone Park. We used to have a lot of fun together. We used to go to the Catholic High School basketball championships at Fordham and St. John's. But she was very geographically undesirable because I lived in Red Hook, Brooklyn, and South Ozone Park was a two-zone location. In other words, you needed to take a subway
yes.
to the middle of nowhere,
Right.
and then take a bus to the middle of nowhere.
Right. Did you
And,
take the A train? Do you remember that one?
I
That was
did.
to Manhattan.
Was it the A train
city.
or was it the double A out there?
I don't know. When I went, we took the A train we called it the city. We're gonna go to the city.
Yeah.
We didn't say Manhattan. We're gonna go to the city.
Yeah. Well, we lived in Red Hook, which was the Carroll Street station of the F train,
Okay.
and that was a couple of stops down from downtown Manhattan. Occasionally, we would walk to Borough Hall and just take the A train into Manhattan, or we'd take the Lexington Avenue into Manhattan. I'd go into Manhattan fairly often once I hit 16 years old, but before then, everything I needed was in Brooklyn. I can get Mastaloni's Delicatessen, I can get
Yes.
good prosciutto and mozzarella, We had a half a dozen bakeries.
When you had a grocery store, my great-grandmother had a grocery store. And you would say, oh, it's an Italian grocery store if you saw it now here. But
Yeah.
there it was just a grocery store. We had almost all the food for the Italian neighborhood. You know, the salami and the windows and things like that. So
Yeah, they think, they used to, sometimes they would have a salumeria where they would sell all the cold cuts. They would have it would be called a latticini salumeria. Latticini, all the milk products. So they got
Yes,
the
latticini.
mozzarella, scamorza,
yes.
the smoked mozzarella.
Yes.
And then salumeria
Yes.
with the salami, the gabagool,
Right.
the prosciutto,
Right,
and all that. Did
right.
they have that?
yes, everything, every single thing you needed, and nobody needed to learn English.
That's right. That's right.
Neither of my grandparents never learned English because everything was taken care of them for them.
Yeah.
You know.
You didn't need to. I mean, I remember in my old neighborhood, not only did they speak dialecto napolitano, they spoke dialecto torrese, Torre del Greco, because
What about the Lector Siciliano?
all the Sicilians were in Bensonhurst, but in my neighborhood they were all Neapolitans. As a matter of fact, my neighborhood was so Neapolitan that if you weren't Neapolitan, they would call you Il Siciliano
Yeah,
or Il Calabrese.
yeah,
Or worse yet, Il Irlandese, the Irishman.
right.
We only have
All
one
the police
Irishman.
officers were Irish,
Yeah, well, they were living in Bay Ridge.
right.
We have one, in grade school, all my friends were Joey Bracco, Joey Scatino, Joey Cirillo, Joey Amatricola.
Yes. We had a Tonys in our family. Everybody was Tony. Even the girls are Tony.
Yeah,
Tony
Antoinette.
and my grandmother was Antoinette Russo. That was my grandmother.
Tony Ann.
Yeah, well, my cousins, Tony Ann.
I had a Tony Ann Lombardo, lived over Benevento's Florist.
Tony has to be in everything. In our family, it's a Tony.
Yeah.
But my grandmother was Antoinette, my mother's mother. Okay, and Antoinette Russo was her maiden name. Somehow, they called her Nettie, which is very common, right? For Antoinette, the nickname is Nettie.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that? Nettie?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so she was Nettie. And then from there, she turned into Betty. So
Sure,
now-
whatever works.
So she's Aunt Betty. Now my mom was Anna Banana.
Anna Banana.
Yes, and my grandmother's brothers, one was Happy.
Happy?
We called him Happy, and his little girl was Baby Doll. I don't even know her real name.
It was like that scene in Goodfellas, with Tony Two Times. Nobody had a real name. Everybody had a nickname.
I honestly don't know my cousins' real names. I just know it was Happy.
Yeah.
Uncle Frank, my cousin Baby Doll.
Yeah.
My cousin Jack, I know that. Then it was just that my mom didn't like to be called Anna Banana, though. That's not very nice.
Well, I could see where she wouldn't want to be called Anna Banana. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised she didn't kick anybody's ass over calling her Anna
Well,
Banana.
now she uses her middle name, which is Johanna.
And where does Anna Banana Joanna live?
My parents moved to Pasadena when I was born.
Oh, how nice.
Yes, I'm the first generation, and they embraced California. They became kind of hippies. Both of them decided to be free spirits.
I know I would love your mother already, because I'm sort of a kind of a hippie, from the 60s.
It's so strict over there. They didn't want to have Sunday dinners anymore. They just wanted to have freedom.
Well, when I was, I will say this, when we were kids, everything was very structured. You would have your seafood fest on Friday. You would have your meat sauce with everything thrown in it on Sunday.
Sunday is the day for meat sauce.
On Saturday, we'd have our prosciutto mozzarella basil sandwich.
Right. It's a sauce prego, right?
Yeah, and on Tuesday we would have pasta with the zucchini.
Yes.
It's
very, very structured.
Yeah, and
no one's allowed to go in the kitchen when mom's cooking.
Yeah, but you know what? I liked it because it was a good structure. If you're going to be structured, you might as well be tied into an Italian structure because number one, there's going to be good eating.
That's true.
Number two, you're going to have some kind of a moral center because it's going to be very church Bible religious centric. It's especially with the Neapolitans, it's going to be very music centric. Renato Corazone, Sergio Brune, Claudio Villa, Pino Daniele, Renzo Arberi. So, and it's going to be very family centric.
Yeah, music is really important. I'm an Andrea Bocelli fan.
Yeah.
And of course I love Bocelli.
So let me tell you a little story about Bocelli and Luciano Pavarotti.
Okay. Pavarotti is my favorite.
Well, Luciani Pavarotti did an album called Amore.
Yes, Amore.
Amore. It's a beautiful album.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I saw the Three Tenors
Yes.
in San Jose, and the first part of the program was all the famous arias by Puccini and Verdi. And the second part of the program was all the Neapolitan ballads, like Funicola, Sole Mio. The crowd went nuts with the Neapolitan ballads.
Okay.
So Pavarotti did Amore. For those of you that don't have his album, pick it up, Amore Pavarotti. It's a beautiful album. I gave it to my father. My father gave me one of these. He goes, "This isn't no good. He's got the wrong Neapolitan dialect. He's got no Neapolitan dialect."
That's the problem with Italians is they're very provincial. It has got to be...
There's the Neapolitan way and the wrong way.
Right. So I'm a little bit of mix, so I'm open-minded.
So, but with Bocelli, Bocelli did the same kind of an album with the same Neapolitan ballads. And before he sung a note, he apologized to all the Neapolitans for his lousy Neapolitan dialect.
I think that's really good.
And you know what?
Yeah.
All the Neapolitans says, "That's fine, you sound great."
Because we need to respect other cultures. And I take that here too as my, running for city council. I don't decide who somebody is. I don't pretend I know everything. It's good to ask people how they feel.
Viva la difference.
Everybody needs to be kind of in charge of who they are. So if I can see Pavarotti didn't want to assume anything, he wanted to make sure he respected.
Well, Bocelli didn't assume everything. Pavarotti did,
Pavarotti
and he got nailed for it.
Oh gosh, okay.
He got nailed for it.
See.
Now, I love everybody too. But I do very much ascribe to the Neapolitan thought process that there's the Neapolitan way and the wrong way.
Okay. Well, you can cook me some good Napolitano. Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Many years ago, I did a YouTube video, and with spaghetti and clams, this will turn into a cooking video. With spaghetti and clams, your archival preparation of spaghetti and clams is extra virgin olive oil, golden sautéed sliced garlic, some crushed red pepper, some manila clams, cover, steam them open, throw in a bunch of flat leaf parsley, cook some spaghetti al dente, and then take the clams out, put the al dente spaghetti in with all the rendered juice, toss it, plate the spaghetti, circle it with the steamed clams, throw some fresh flat leaf parsley, and finish with extra virgin olive oil. Sounds archival, right?
What? No, it's perfect. I always do that at the end, is add the olive oil on top.
That's right.
And you never get rid of the water that you cook the pasta in.
No,
you keep it.
The gluten is...
Yes.
Yeah.
You keep that. People throw it away.
Yeah.
You don't ever throw the water away that you made the pasta with.
Right. So, a couple of years ago, I had seen a couple of Napa chefs do this rendering. They took a pan, 5-quart pan, put a little extra virgin olive oil, take some uncased calabrese sausage, brown it, reserve it. So now you've got all the pig fat with the Calabrian chili pepper in it. Add a little extra virgin olive oil. Throw your clams in, cover them, and steam them open in the hot pig fat with the Calabrian chili peppers. Then take your spaghetti al dente, take out the clams, take out the sausage, toss the spaghetti in with whatever is left over from the clam juice and the pig fat with the calabrese chili peppers in them. Plate the spaghetti, circle the plate with the clams, and then put a dollop of the browned Calabrian sausage on the middle. Sounds tasty, right?
It does.
My cousins in Naples, Italy, and even my Neapolitan American cousins in Brooklyn and Long Island, they said, "What has happened to you? What is wrong with you?"
I'm seeing something wrong with the picture.
That is wrong.
Yeah, you don't separate it out, right? Is that way? Oh.
Well, there's no way you combine pork and clams
No, you
in
don't
a
combine.
Neapolitan.
See, the thing about... Okay, I didn't catch that part, why it was wrong. But that's true. First of all, another thing, that you don't put Parmesan with fish.
Right.
You never mix fish with Parmesan.
Except for one. My cousins, Gabriela and Giannino, God bless his soul, and Antonio and Conchetta and Lucia and Antonella and Mauro.
God bless.
They used to make fettuccine al salmone
Okay.
when I visited, with fresh salmon and cream and cognac.
That's okay.
And on that,
Yeah.
they would actually grate some Parmesan.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah. That
So
sounds
you can
good.
see we just have completely hijacked this conversation with cuisine.
Well, you know what, I was going to say one thing that you didn't, that I need to mention about the Italian cooking is
Yes.
that we don't throw anything away. So a lot of it's because the Italians that came here, also the Italians that came here were
Yeah.
not, they came here for a reason, for opportunity. And
That's
you
right.
don't throw anything away. So you keep the water, you keep the sauce. Yeah, I don't call it gravy, but what you're cooking, you use a sauce.
Yeah, the aqua pazza, I think they call it.
Yeah.
They actually have a dish, Avesh aqua pazza. Yeah, I don't know how to make it. Well, let's
do that.
Obviously, you're a bon vivant chef, so let's talk about some of my favorite dishes, or maybe you can give me your twist on them. I love kotika, agodana, pigskin braciole. Have you ever had that?
I'm not a big fan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, most people make braciole with flank steak,
Yes.
but we used to make it with pigskin.
Well,
That was quite delightful. I don't eat it anymore.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, I don't eat it anymore.
You have to. Some people in Napa, Italians, sell it on the side.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get kotika, if you want to get agodana in Napolitan dialect, pigskin, you got to go to a Mexican market.
Yeah.
That's the only place I've been able to find it. Okay, how about tripa?
That was something from the old world. And we Americans, sometimes we get far away from the old world, and I don't like it.
Well, we were so hardcore. Not only did we...
Well, my great-grandmother made it.
Yeah.
But my mother ate veal until, things like that, until somehow later in life, nobody wanted it.
Well, true that.
We become Americanized.
True that, as they would say in
keep
New
the
Orleans.
meatballs.
We were so hardcore on tripe that not only did my mother used to, clean it, scrape it, boil it, and make it braised in the San Marzano tomatoes with the potatoes and the Calabrian chili peppers, but she used to make tripe salad, just with salt and lemon. That was hardcore.
It sounds good.
Oh, that was definitely hardcore. As a matter of fact, when I was a kid, we used to have a cart. When you saw a stainless steel cart, you know what was inside that cart, or mousse. The pig snout.
Well, that's what we have. My daughter's husband makes, and
Your daughter's husband makes pig snout?
yes.
If she ever wants to get rid of him, I'll marry him.
You just take a little tiny bit, and it's almost like a carbonara kind of. You put it in the carbonara instead of the ham or the bacon. You put pig snout.
Really?
Yes.
Who is this guy?
He's from Rome.
Oh, he's in Rome.
It's a Roman.
Oh, is he living in California?
Yes.
Where? Dove?
He's Dove is he's the sommelier at Bottega.
Oh, Chiarello's place?
Yes, he's the top sommelier.
Oh, really?
Or one of the top.
Oh man, if he's making a mousse pig snout in the
I
carbonara,
threw it away by mistake once.
oh, what is the matter with you?
I was cleaning out the refrigerator and I threw it away. I didn't know it was still good. He's like, it's still good, and I think that's like I committed some kind of venial sin.
No. Let
Or
me
mortal sin.
Mortal sin. You are definitely going to go to hell and burn for eternity
It was so,
for throwing out the pig snout. You're going to burn forever.
I was like, I am so sorry.
You are eternal damnation for that. Eternal damnation.
I think he's forgiven me.
He's forgiven you. Yes. Well, you know, I always ask my friends on Facebook when I'm tempted to eat a nice tomahawk steak on Friday if I should risk eating the steak and burning in hell forever.
Yeah.
And
I think Vatican II took it away, though.
it's a universal chorus, however.
Yeah, but you were born during the time when that was a serious sin. But
Well, they always tell me, eat the steak, you're going to hell anyway. So, well, I'm
go
kind
to
of...
confession, you'll be okay.
Well, thank God for that. Thank God for that. You know, I'm one of those lapsed Catholics that doesn't recognize Vatican II. How do you like that for a complicated
That's normal.
Catholic?
That's very normal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay because you were from Vatican I. It changed in the '60s to Vatican II.
That's right.
So everything was in Latin.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Everything was in Latin.
Yeah, there were no hootenanny masses with guitars.
No, so they wanted to make it more, people central and they put it for the first time in English.
Hey, Jesse, how you doing?
Good.
This is Renee Cazares. This is Jesse. You never interrupt.
Nice
You just
to meet
add.
you.
What a day.
It's
That's
a
the spot.
well, in this direction we have the Great Wall of Inglenook, and in that direction we have the Great Chateau of Inglenook with the Luxembourg Gardens. By the way, getting my commercial in for Inglenook, the safest place to come under COVID-19. Am I right, Jesse?
Yes.
Bring your whole
Yes,
That's
it's
right.
very safe here. Everybody's got a mask, and we're drinking wine, but we put our mask back on after.
We started talking about Neapolitan cuisine, and our video blog just took off. You know,
I think everyone's gonna get hungry.
I've been explaining to Renee the basic precept. There's the Neapolitan way and the wrong way.
It's the Neapolitan way or the highway, right? You say Neapolitan way or the highway. Basically, that's what you're saying.
You know, well, when you talk about archival preparation of typical recipes, certainly my cousin Mauro Jr. Is very creative, and I'm certain he takes it to another level. But in general, there is only the archival way of making, tripe, linguine and clams, octopus salad, calamari salad, mussels marinara, peppered mussels,
Right.
And if you veer off,
Right.
you're going to become a pariah very quickly.
Right.
tradizione.
Yes.
Molto grazie, Jesse. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Very good.
I know. Well, being my mother is Italian, a Sicilian American, it was more like she labeled things in the refrigerator. And
She did.
Yeah, well, she ended up doing that because she is so particular about don't touch anything. This is for Thursday night. This is for Friday night. And so
I love your mother already. Did they ever come up to the Bay Area?
my mom doesn't travel very much, but my mother's widowed. So she's doesn't travel very much. With COVID, I miss her very much. I haven't seen her for a while.
Does she do FaceTime or anything like that?
No, she's she's older.
How old is she now?
Well, right now, I can't say,
You can't say.
just in case she sees this.
She's more than 30.
She's more than 30. My mom would kill me if she sees that I said her age.
Well, I know that would be rude. That would be rude.
Yeah, you don't say it, you forget your age.
Well, let's just say she's not too old to get a smartphone and do FaceTime. We got to get her a smartphone and do FaceTime.
I'll get that for her.
Do you have any relatives down there that can help her?
My brother, yeah, and my sister.
Your brother. Very good. Are they useful?
I don't know. My mom, we'll see. I miss her. It would be good to do FaceTime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, sure. I miss my mom and dad too. They passed away in 2002.
I'm sorry.
It took me 6 years to get used to the idea.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Nobody loves you like your mother.
Nobody loves you like your mother. And there's a saying in the Sicilian saying, I'm not sure if it's an Italian saying, but you only have one mother.
Well, that's
It's
true.
a saying.
That's true. It's a
And to
saying.
respect your mother.
That's true. Now,
Well, I'm grateful to have a good mother. Not everybody's so lucky. Not everybody's so blessed.
So we do need to divert a little bit. I made reference to Chef Andrea Cavalieri at the farmer's market. You have to meet him on Saturday.
I'm going to.
He's making me scungili salad. He makes a beautiful... I know he's making some meatballs this Saturday. He has beautiful vegetarian lasagna, meat lasagna. He makes carciofe artichoke salad. I've tried to be cutting back on my cooking just for bandwidth issues, so I have more time to video blog and, do my real estate and all that. So thank God for Chef Andrea. He's been feeding me and my wife for a while.
I'm going to meet him this Saturday. I'm going to be at the farmer's market. If anybody wants to go down there, Renee Cazares, City
good.
Council,
Very good, very
4th
good.
District.
Very good.
I'll take
Flash
care of
that
you.
one more time. Flash that one more
Renee
time.
Cazares.
So, Renee Cazares is City Council. Where's District 4?
District 4 is basically a strip downtown. So we go from the Yacht Club all the way up to Imola, and then our boundaries are. Let's see.
Do you go south of Imola?
Yes, if you can go onto the Napa City website and you put in district boundaries,
Yeah.
click there, put your address, and you can find where your district is. But I'm basically a strip downtown from the Yacht Club area all the way to parts Lincoln and Imola. But there's areas that aren't. Let's see, there's boundaries that I can't describe.
You're
well.
generally downtown.
We're generally downtown. District 4 has a seat available, and District 2 has a seat available for my opponent is Bernie Navarez. I don't want to,
Navarez and Cazares.
Navarez and Cazares, he's a friend of mine. He's a good guy.
Sounds like a law firm.
So, and then District 2 is Beth Painter and David Campbell.
David Campbell, my team man.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. We were board members for the Napa Valley. Downtown Association. We were board members for 2 years together.
David and I have done Tea for Two
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah.
And Dave, when I explained my palate to him,
Yeah.
when I wanted to start getting away from
I'm gonna
espresso,
put my mask back on.
go right ahead. Go right
But
ahead.
let me just have some wine.
You could do whatever the hell you want.
I'm doing me.
So,
That sounded weird.
so with David, when I met him when the Oxbow first opened up, I guess around 2007.
He had Tillerman Tea.
Tillerman Tea.
Now it's online. David Campbell, TillermanTea.org, I think it is.
Yeah. And I have a video blog set up with him for when he comes back. I think he's in the Pacific
He's
Northwest.
in the Pacific Northwest right now.
Yeah. And so I wanted to divert away from espresso and coffee a little bit. And I explained my palate to David. And my favorite single malt Scotch is Lagavulin 16, which is very peaty, smoky, leathery, a lot of barnyard in it. And he suggested that I have Puer, Puerh. By the way, I recommend Puer to everyone. It is great for GI if you have a little indigestion, a stomach ache, but it is very earthy, very smoky, very
I'm
leathery.
not sure if he carries that right now. Right now, he seems to be only carrying oolong
I think he's carrying mostly Japanese tea now.
and a Chinese.
And a Chinese
yeah,
tea?
and maybe Japanese, but I think he's carrying mostly Chinese black tea, and
Yeah.
it doesn't go well. Okay, so my mother's Italian American, but my father's roots there's some English in there because his father was born in England and he married an English woman. So I'm a melting pot. I like coffee in the morning and tea in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
who married the Englishman?
My father is I'll just give you, well, we don't have to talk
Well,
about
he's
all the
an
details.
Englishman.
Well, he's got English roots, but
Well,
he also...
good. Let
yeah.
tell
a little bit, but
yeah.
the tea part doesn't go away. So on both sides of his family, even though they're not, I guess, typical English people, their roots are from, they came to England from Holland, okay? So there was a lot of English history there, and my father's father was born in England. And so we have, on this side Italian, and on this side I'm drinking tea in the afternoon. So,
I love high tea at the Empress in Victoria,
yeah,
British Columbia.
And I only drink black tea with milk and sugar, okay? No honey and lemon, give me a break.
I have a closet full of artisanal tea, and I only steep it for, I rinse it first.
Yes.
I steep it for 30 seconds or less.
Right.
And that is it. We drink it
and
unadorned.
You put the hot water on top of the leaves, okay?
Yeah.
That's how I do it. You don't microwave your tea either.
That would be a shame. That would be a shame. So this has been a very lovely conversation. So let's direct people to your city council website and email and or wherever you want to refer them to.
Okay.
So if people want to follow and support you in your city council run, how do they contact you?
Well, I have a Facebook. My my website is reneecazares.com. Very simple.
RENECAZARES.com.
Yes, and I have a Facebook page. You can follow me there.
And we're friends on Facebook, obviously.
Yes. Have you seen my page?
I have.
Did you see I was asking for donations today?
Yes. So I must ask you here on this video, when I noticed the Facebook world abusing the crap out of you
that's okay.
over some kind
Nobody was.
over some kind of a false accusation
Okay, can I just say
of
what happened?
misrepresenting yourself. So my question to you is, how do you like the way I completely hijacked that conversation into Neapolitan and Sicilian cuisine?
Okay, so you know what it is we can't stay on, this half Italian in me, I can relate to all of your Italian heritage.
Yes.
We can never stay on topic, okay? We like to go to food.
That is the topic.
So I think that you're just hungry and you want to talk about your recipes. So what happened was that when you register to vote in Napa, you don't have to put your race or ethnicity, okay? We don't track it here in Napa. The Napa County does not track race or ethnicity for a reason, because everybody identifies differently, in the Latinx community as well. We don't have to put it, we don't track it. But in 1999, when I registered for the first time, and then I moved addresses and re-registered, I was on paper register. I'm old, okay? I'm a boomer. So I registered actually down at the county, in person. No website. In those days, we didn't have online registration. So I registered Renee Cazares, my address, and I'm a Democrat, okay? And I will always be a Democrat, but I want to serve everybody. My candidacy is nonpartisan, and that's important. But I put Democrat. So there's some databases out there, political databases out there, that if they see the last name Cazares, they want to decide for you.
Pigeonhole
Yeah,
you.
they want to decide who that person is if I didn't put it myself. Now we have an option, but still they can get into the database and look, and this, I'm going to tell you one thing about that, okay, so whatever, okay, I'm getting off topic. So the Democratic Club wanted to know, since the database, which is deciding for me who I am, which is fine, I don't mind, to be decided, it's okay, I'm not mad about that, but they kind of decided, they asked me, did you do that yourself? Did you put Latino? And I said, no, I don't, when I registered, there was no option to put ethnicity. I didn't put anything. So now John Tudor's already taken it off the database, just because I didn't put it myself. I never put that myself.
Well, God bless John Tudor for being able to do that.
He went in there and because, there's no need to put it on the registration. When we do the census, that's different. It's really important to put, if you can, as much as you can. Some people put other, some people put, they don't have to say exactly what they are. Let's say my kids.
Yes.
My kids are half Mexican, nah? I'm considered white because I'm Italian, you know.
I know.
Italian, I'm American. I'm going to say American is a continent, but I'm a U.S. resident, okay? And I don't have to say I'm Italian. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to say I am just me. But you can always put other. You don't have to put race.
I have been lost for my entire adult life. Every time they ask me what I am, I never see Napolitano.
You know, I am, you know, white, but I get asked a lot, where are you from? You know, because of my features or whatever.
Well, you have an international look. You could be anywhere in the Mediterranean
I've had
basin.
that my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, where are you from? Where are you from? I understand what it feels like to have to. I don't mind. You know, it's okay. But some people want to know where you're from for bad reasons, and those databases, they're used by ICE. Now, just so you know, ICE goes into those, tries to find the Latino areas. It's dangerous. It's not good. They shouldn't do that. They should not do that. They need to stop.
Yeah. Well, I've always looked under Neapolitan because I mean I'm kind of happy with my DNA because when I looked at my Ancestry.com, I saw that it was anywhere from Napoli, which was the western frontier of Magna Graecia when Greece was at its colonial apex 2,500 years
ago. I'm sure
ago.
you have a lot of Greece in you.
Yeah,
because my sister did it. She came up like more Greek than she ever imagined.
Right, and so I have Neapolitan, I have Greek, I have Armenian, I have Turkish, I have Persian.
North African, no?
No North African. I'm not a Sicilian.
We got a lot of North African on my side.
None.
Okay, so my mom came up. My mom's sister. My mom, not my mom, but my mom's sister. It's her sister, so she kind of relates, right? My mom won't do it. She's like, I don't want to do that. I know who I am. I know who I am. Get away from me. Stay away from me, database. But my aunt, Marianne, she did it. She came up 20% North African, which is really typical of Sicilians.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Well,
and that's considered white, but it's still North Africa is Egypt, and it's there next to Sicily.
Tunisia is right there.
Right. So that now on the census, you can put white, and you can put North African. Now you have an option. I don't know if you know that.
I don't know that.
If you're actually truly North African.
I'm just looking for Napolitano.
Okay.
I'm looking for a scungili. Or a cuttlefish,
okay, we're good.
or a calamari,
okay,
or a buffalo
let's
mozzarella.
Open up another bottle of wine.
Okay, very good.
Okay,
so,
are we ready for another?
Yes, I think we have run our course with this. So, in addition to being a bon vivant home chef, BMW enthusiast, vlogger, don't forget I am a realtor, Bay Area, South Bay centric, but live in the North Bay. So, if you're looking to buy, sell, or exchange any real estate, contact me at 408-829-4141 or John Pinto at jvpinto.com. Bye for now. Now we're going to go to 2013. You're welcome, Renee. We're going to go to 2013 Cabernet Sauvignon right now.